Lesson 6. Why we have forgotten the truth. In this lesson, you are going to learn about why we have forgotten the truth. In other words, you are going to learn about what happened that caused you to believe that you can only create and experience only certain things at certain times and at certain conditions. In other words, what caused us to have a limited ability to create. What happened to cause you to be asleep and not awaken to love and enjoyment? Understanding why this has happened will help you understand how awakening to the truth more. Well, to understand how this all started, we need to learn how creation started. After that, we will then discuss how this belief in illusion started. Many scientists believe that creation started with the Big Bang. This is called the Big Bang Theory. This Big Bang was the start of space, time, form, and the universe as we can perceive it. Before the Big Bang, reality was supposed to have been different. Everything that existed after the Big Bang existed in a single infinitely small point called singularity. This infinite cosmos was confined into one infinitely small point. Since everything still existed just in a small point, this raises a question. If everything existed in singularity, then does that mean the universe still existed before the Big Bang? If the universe contains everything, and this includes all time, no time, and everything else, does this mean that the universe always existed? In this Big Bang, is the Big Bang simply a point in time, is the Big Bang simply a point in time, but just looking it at a limited perspective? As you can see, these questions are similar to asking whether God is the universe. If the universe is infinite, then that means the universe is infinite before the Big Bang too. So you could say that everything exists at all times. Time is merely an illusion. Singularity is everything. The universe as a whole is everything, except you're just looking at the universe in a different angle. You can see the universe in a different way by looking at it at different angles. Let's focus on a specific portion of the universe. Let's focus on the universe in an angle of human, animals, and consciousness. When did this all start? According to the law of everything, we have all existed at all times. However, if we have existed at all time and we look back, we do notice that we have indeed evolved over time. Babies get born and they grow. The parents of the babies were also babies and they grew somewhere. Even though the universe is infinite, there was some kind of starting point of evolution that existed. Even though the universe was infinite before the Big Bang still started. So what does that mean then? Well, this means that the universe is so infinite that it also includes finite as well as infinite as well. It includes infinite forms as well as infinite forms of all of it as well. For example, humans existed forever. However, there's an angle of perspective to view life in terms of it starting at one point too. This is a paradox. You will not be able to wrap your mind around this no matter how hard you try. You won't. It just is. You just have to know and accept that this infinite universe contains finite as well as infinite too. It's all simply a matter of what you choose to focus on. It's all perspective. It's all how you look at it. It's what interests you and what provides wisdom to help you at this point obtain greater pleasure and joy. Let's look at the universe in the perspective in regard to the point where humans and consciousness first started its first phase of evolution. If you focus on the perspective of humans, living things, and consciousness, it started somewhere at a given point. Where did this all start? Well, I am about to tell you the story of how the universe and consciousness started. Within the unlimited universe of everything, including time and timelessness, limited and unlimitedness, a consciousness started budding that became aware of the universe. You could call it the universe being aware of itself and being aware of the unfathomable beauty and complexity. This awareness decided to experience different parts of the universe. At this consciousness or spirit, while doing this, it grew and expanded and gave it an ever increasing amount of love and enjoyment from what it was experiencing, and appreciation from what the universe was. This awareness liked what it decided to do. It liked how it connected to different parts of the universe, and it gave it a feeling of appreciation of the universe as well as a feeling of creating it at the same time. It started to really enjoy what it was doing to such a point that the consciousness felt like creating an infinite amount of other consciousnesses to also enjoy the experience of what it was experiencing. It was doing it through love. It was doing it through the love of the universe, the appreciation of the universe. These consciousnesses were also spirits that experienced whatever it wanted to, just like the eternal spirit of consciousness that budded beforehand. All the consciousnesses created and chose to experience different parts of the universe. Each spirit with its own unique experience were like unique expressions of the universe. They admired each other's unique expressions of the universe. They loved how each spirit had its own unique attributes in which they were made up of as a result of what they chose to experience. They admired and enjoyed how each spirit differed from each other in regards to what they experienced. As each spirit experienced different things, they permanently became a part of that unique experience to some level, and this made them unique in their own way. Curiosity also provided even more enjoyment because it brought excitement and exploration. Once new things were explored and discovered, that answered deep questions they had due to curiosity they experienced. Even more love and appreciation to the universe was made.